So thanks for coming again. It's so hot. It's good to be here inside cooling down. So as Sarah mentioned a little bit, I arrived. We worked together for 7 years, but I'm in Hong Kong for almost 10 years. So before I arrived to Hong Kong, I was just a hobbyist photographer. I was just taking photos of travel without a strong interest. But this city really created an urge inside of me to take photo of it, because I just felt it's too inspiring. It's such an inspiring city. So, and I come from France, but I come from the Paris, which is a city, I don't know if some of you visited Paris. It's a very flat city because there is many architectural restriction. So arriving in Hong Kong for me, the first big shock was the vertical architecture, and that's what I immediately started shooting. So the very first body of work I've been really deeply involved in is vertical horizon. I can show you. Basically, we did a book like it was 7 years ago, and at that time that I came to see Sarah and say, "Hey, do you like my photo?" And that's, yeah, and we did actually, yeah, you were at the time in AO Vertical. Basically we met through my publisher, because my book is published by a local publisher, and so yeah, it's a very like fresh view of Hong Kong as someone that arrived just recently. I was here for a few years, and this vertical architecture fascinated me a lot. So I've been basically documenting all the three main different aspects, the three different kind of places in Hong Kong, which are the density, high density building residential area, the business district with glass towers, and the more like popular district with maybe less tall building but a richer architecture. Like for example, the one on the cover, all these buildings are just like 18 floors, so it's not like crazy high, but because the architecture is so special and every floor is different, it creates this impression of such a tall city. So yeah, I was very happy at the time I did that. Here is like the very first photo that I took about this series, and that makes me try to. Basically, I was still searching for a way to make a consistent series, but. So it was a first sketch, let's say, and then I did more photos, and I find that direct looking up angle the best way to create a coherent body of work, although there could be many different kind of architecture, so there must be some kind of thing that makes the unity for creating a book. So, and I was very happy with the result of this book. Like we had a lot of press coverage, and we did exhibition, and it was very successful. So thanks to that, it makes me basically have the energy and the motivation to work on more projects, and that you will see all during this exhibition. So for this body of work, we just have a few prints which are a bit like hidden. We have the most abstract one, which are one here with the yellow-orange square repeated, so it's I'm inside a building in the new territories, and it's a quite unique building in Hong Kong, because many of the public housing estates are like repeat of like the same building but repeated. This one is a unique building. There is just one in Hong Kong, so it's a quite iconic. I think a very iconic, and I love the way it looks abstract. If you look at it at the beginning, you might not understand you are looking at a building. So yeah, we have this one here, and a few more just behind you in the bookshelf, which are in the same way, a little bit more abstract and still inside of a building. So it's really exploring with the architecture and the color palette of Hong Kong, which is very keen on using bright colors. They are repainting the wall frequently, and they always use this kind of bright color, I guess because of humidity and sun, which makes them fade out quite quickly. And so yeah, that's the three photos from this first body of work.